From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.02 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,286 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 6 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,927. Antiwar.com reports while President Trump is trying to sort out exactly how to word his executive order, his plan is clearly to expand the detention center at Guantanamo Bay and start throwing more detainees into the facility. The Pentagon is planning ahead on picking up spending at the site. The Pentagon envisions some $500 million in new spending, with roughly half set aside for a 5-bed hospital, leading to criticism that the plan cost $50 million per bed. Pentagon officials, however, warn that the old hospital is in serious risk of flat-out collapsing. On top of that, the Pentagon wants to spend $124 million to build new barracks for prison troops and another $100 million on a migrant tent city, which would come with housing for another 5,000 U.S. ground troops. The facilities at Guantanamo were described as falling apart years ago, though President Obama's pretense of eventually closing the detention center outright had them holding off on upgrades. With Trump eager to fill up the location, they are facing significant construction costs. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports a jury in Los Angeles on Monday awarded $417 million to a 62-year-old woman who blames the company's talc powder for her ovarian cancer. Johnson & Johnson had lost 4 smaller jury verdicts in St. Louis for a total of $300 million, including $110 million to a 62-year-old Virginia woman in May, and it faces 5,500 claims in U.S. courts. The jury in the Los Angeles Superior Court determined the world's largest healthcare company failed to warn Eva Echevarria and other women about the dangers of the powder. Studies have linked its baby powder and shower-to-shower talc products to cancer. Echevarria, who started using the powder product when she was 11 years old, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2007. A surgeon removed a softball-sized tumor. She said in a video deposition she stopped using the powder in 2016 when she saw a news story about a woman with ovarian cancer who had also used the product. Jurors, after 2 days of deliberation, awarded Echevarria $70 million in compensatory damages and $347 million in punitive damages. Spokeswoman Carol Goodrich said, "The company is appealing the verdict as well as the 4 previous ones. We are guided by science, which supports the safety of Johnson's baby powder," adding, "We are preparing for additional trials in the U.S. and we will continue to defend the safety of Johnson's baby powder." In June, the company was successful in halting a trial in St. Louis after the U.S. Supreme Court made it more difficult for out-of-state plaintiffs to join lawsuits in state courts that support their claims. Mark Robinson, a lawyer for Eva Echevarria, said Johnson & Johnson needs to start warning women immediately about the risk of its baby powder. Robinson said Johnson & Johnson needs to see they not only have verdicts against them in St. Louis, they now have them in Los Angeles. There's a problem all over the country with women using talcum powder on a daily basis for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. The company's lawyers argued that various scientific studies as well as federal agencies, including the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, did not determine that talc products are carcinogenic. Talcum powder is made from talc, a mineral mainly containing magnesium, silicon, and oxygen. As a powder, it absorbs moisture well and helps cut down on friction. Talcum powder was used in the 19th century to soothe skin irritation from medicated plasters, and according to the company website, Johnson's baby powder debuted in 1893. At one time, the product was advertised with the jingle, "A sprinkle a day helps keep the odor away." Monday's verdict is the 3rd largest jury award in the United States in 2017, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. ZeniMax Media Incorporated was awarded $500 million for its claim that Oculus, the virtual reality headset maker acquired by Facebook, used stolen coding. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.